What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Sunday, October 27th, 2024. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure you let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $15 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. I'm still having a hard time trying to get a feel on these bigger cards. It almost just seems like we have too many options, so we spread ourselves a little bit thin there, but we're not going to change the format. We're going to eventually, get those on track. Been doing pretty well with these smaller cards, though, so hopefully we can, finish the week strong. Got a 4-game card that we're going to look at. It's got plenty of NFL action, but we can't forget about our guys on the ice. You guys know the drill. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first game comes to us from Little Caesars Arena, where the Detroit Red Wings will take on the Edmonton Oilers. And Edmonton was one of the few teams that actually had the day off on Saturday, while Detroit took one on the chin in a 5-3 loss against the Buffalo Sabres. But I'm still trying to figure out what Detroit actually is, because there's been spots where they've been able to provide value and have actually looked really solid offensively. There's been other spots where, like I said, they got crushed by the Rangers at home and, got crushed by Buffalo, gave up 5 goals in that game. They started the season with a 6-3 loss to Pittsburgh. So, we've seen this Detroit team look good and bad. Same thing can be said for Edmonton, who, continue to be hit or miss, So I do think Edmonton wins this game because I do trust their offense more in this spot. But minus 190 is a bit of a hefty price for me to lay, all things considered, when we're still trying to see, if Edmonton can really turn the corner. Detroit, they were a great team on the second half of the back-to-back, but a lot of those Wings games on no rest saw a lot of goals. I mean, you look at those games, they would beat Montreal 5-4, lose to Pittsburgh 6-3, lost to Vegas 5-3. Of those 8 games, 5 of the 8 saw at least 7 goals. So I'm going to go with the over 6.5 here. I still think there's a lot of talent in this Edmonton lineup. I think Detroit can pop a few past some questionable Edmonton goaltending. And like I said, I still don't know what we're expecting from the Detroit goalies as well. So give me the over 6.5 in this one. Now we're going to a matchup between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Montreal Canadiens. And, I was trying to figure out a side in this game, and I would probably, if I had to pick a side, maybe for Montreal here. But I think, again, the better play here, I think, is the over. Now, these are two teams that have struggled with consistency for the better part of the season early on this year. Montreal just snapped a 4-game losing streak with their win on Saturday over St. Louis, while Philadelphia snapped a 6-game losing streak against Minnesota. But both these teams have had issues keeping the puck out of the net lately. Philadelphia is going to be starting Ivan Fedotov here, and Fedotov has given up at least 4 goals in each of his first 3 starts, 14 goals total in those 3 starts, while Montreal will send out Caden Primo. He hasn't been much better. I do think that, these two teams can take advantage of some backup goaltending here. I'm going to go with the over 6 between Montreal and Philly. Now we head to the Prudential Center for a matchup between the New Jersey Devils and the Anaheim Ducks. And I would get why New Jersey's favored at home. From a roster standpoint, they're the better team. From just an overall standpoint, you'd think they're the better team. And I should say they are, I think, the better team. But they've also lost 4 in a row. Goaltending is an issue. They've given up 23 goals, the Devils have, in those 4 games. Now, granted, you look at New Jersey's schedule, they haven't necessarily played a bad team. Maybe the worst ones they've played were Detroit and Ottawa on the road and Buffalo in the Europe series. But outside of that, they haven't really had an easy schedule. So I'm kind of willing to give them a pass up to this point. But I'm not laying this kind of price with New Jersey, who, like I said, have lost 4 in a row. The Anaheim Ducks are not a good hockey team. I don't expect them to win a lot of games this season. However, they have been competitive in their road games. We saw they have a pair of, they have a road win. They have a couple of overtime games, and they have a couple of 1-goal games in there as well. So I'm going to go with the Ducks plus the 1.5. I might sprinkle a little bit on the money line at plus 270. Maybe we have a puck bounced away. And maybe they cash here at almost 3 times our money. So I'll take a shot on the Ducks in this one. Our final game comes to us from the Ball Arena, where the Colorado Avalanche take on the Ottawa Senators. And I keep getting tempted to take these plus prices with the Senators, because I do think that Ottawa is going to be a team on the rise, a team that's going to show signs of improvement. I mean, they've already done it from an offensive perspective. They've scored 14 goals in their last 3 games combined. The problem is that the goaltending is still questionable in spots. This is an Ottawa, goaltending room that's given up 4 or more goals in 4 of their last 6. And of all the teams that came out slow, I'm thinking of teams like, the Oilers, the Predators, other teams like that should be a lot better than they actually are. The Avalanche are the only ones that have turned it around, going from 0-4 to 4-4. They've been really solid in their last few games. They've, scored 3 or more in 4 straight, actually 5 straight, and in 7 of 8 this season. Just earlier this season, it was the goaltending that was an issue, but Colorado's fixed those. I mean, they gave up a combined 4 goals on that 3-game road trip against Utah, Seattle, and San Jose. I think getting back home where statistically the Avalanche played their better hockey last year by a mile, I think they get the job done here. I'm going to take the Avalanche to win this one in regulation at -110. I'll also sprinkle a little bit on the puck line here if you're looking for some plus money. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Sunday, October 27th, 2024. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Make sure you let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head on over to pickdawgz.com. Click the premium picks tab at the top of the page. Got plenty of action on Sunday's card, mostly NFL, but I will have an NHL power play on the board for $15 as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. It's a great time to hop on something long-term now that the NBA is back. We're going to have that. We have college football and NFL all week, basically football every day up until Thanksgiving. And we've also got college hoops starting up in just over a week. So it's a great time to jump on board. Make sure you take advantage of it. So whatever you choose to do, whether it's a daily package, whether it is, a long-term pass, use the promo code PICK at checkout for an additional 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. See you.